So when I came back and started to talk to people about it, the first thing that people of color, because of our impact of drugs in our community, our first response is a negative response. They're thinking, okay, they think about the guy that's standing on the corner with the blunt in his mouth, his pants down. They're thinking about crack, cocaine, heroin, all of these things they lump in with marijuana. And so the first thing is to strip that away, to not argue about whether it's a gateway drug, whether it's a drug, but to talk about the components of it. And so what I had to first begin is to understand that they don't see it as cannabis. They see it as marijuana. So when I went into the community and started talking about cannabis, I had to sort of redesign how I was going to deliver that, because people thought, well, what is cannabis? What the hell is that? Why are you, trying to fool me? We talking about marijuana, now you talking about cannabis. And so I had to start off with that and to say, okay, let's strip away all of those things. Let's talk about the positive. And when you talk about the positive, when you talk about that a young person is not going to be kicked out of college, is not going to lose their financial aid, that it affects immigration status, it affects employment, it affects, all of these things that it affects. When you ask a senior citizen, when you ask a young adult, then that margin of pro-marijuana reform goes up, because they understand the impact. When, I always equate it to Budweiser. We had two breweries in Newark. Newark is a place for that. That was our history. And so when you think of that, I say to people, okay, if your son came home or your daughter came home and she said she got a job at Budweiser or Pabst, would you be happy? Everybody is saying, yes, we'll be delighted. We know it comes with insurance. It comes as a good paying job. I said, you need to see marijuana as that same thing. This is the only thing in the last